Hello everyone. Today we are back in the home studio. As you can see, it looks a bit different. I have shelves up now, and I didn't do that. My dad just transformed it while I was at school. But I like it, and now it has a bunch of University of Maryland stuff on it, which is cool. So without further ado, in order to kick off a celebratory video in the new studio, why not do a big unboxing? So here's a big box, and let's unbox it. Alright, so as I'm getting into this was a Christmas present from my parents, and I know it is January already, but I did not get around to filming it yet. So, I have no idea what's in this box, by the way. I'm curious. Looks like a bunch of random things. This will be exciting. Woohoo. Okay, Calvin's. Whoa. Ooh. This is like a curvy Megaminx. I like that. This one looks so cool. Alright, Cube4You something? Is that Cube4You? Yes, it is. I can't tell what it is from the box. Since it's Cube4You, I'd assume maybe a Cuboid of some sort. This one is this looks like the Crazy Windmill maybe? I don't see it written on the box anywhere. Ooh. Okay, that's fancy. Yikes. Wow. Okay, so this is a Fischer 3x3x5. Alright. LimCube Pineapple Puzzle. Oh. Wow, okay, I saw this one on the Cubicle a while ago. This thing looks ridiculous. Okay, the big one here, I'm assuming this is a Gigaminx. Oh yeah, it says it right there. ShengShou Gigaminx. I have a MF8 Gigaminx, but not the ShengShou one. And I had wanted this for a while because I wanted to complete the ShengShou collection, because these turn so much better than the MF8 puzzles. Last thing in here, this is a CubeStyle Axis 4x4. This will be fun. Alright, so we got the typical Cubicle stuff in here. This is their lube pamphlet, and we got one of my Christmas cards. I haven't seen this in person yet. This is really cool. That's me. Best wishes for happy holidays and a great new year. Alright, wowza. This is a lot of cubes. I'm gonna start with the Megaminx. Why not? Alright, so this is, I don't really know the exact name, but it's a Calvin's Puzzle Megaminx, and it has curvy cuts. So I'm going to call it a curvy Megaminx. And basically, as far as I know, it is literally just a Megaminx. But, yeah, look at that. It doesn't look like it should turn, honestly, but it does. It turns decently well. It's a bit stiff, but it's Calvin's Puzzle, so what do you expect? Actually, it kind of has a bit of corner cutting. Look at that. I'm pleasantly surprised. Wow. This one looks super cool, all scrambled up. I'm going to go ahead and solve this and just see if it's any more difficult than a regular Megaminx. So far it looks like the color scheme is the same, so at least that is consistent. Okay, actually now that I've gotten to the second two layers, I think the color scheme is slightly different because I don't remember there being yellow here. I think on most cubes this is where the beige side is, and they put a bright yellow. In the place where the normal yellow is, they have this kind of golden color, but honestly I'm going at a slow enough pace where it's not that big of a deal. Ooh, now this is tricky. I just put this green-blue edge in here, but neither the blue nor the green are the right shade of blue or green. This edge actually goes, I guess, right here, whereas this is actually the correct edge for this place right here. Those colors are very similar. Alright, bam, got it. That was fun. It is just a standard Megaminx solve, but it looks really cool, and I still say it does not look like it should be able to turn, but it does. This puzzle actually moves surprisingly well. Like I said, it corner cuts a little bit. It's just a bit stiff. I'm sure you might be able to loosen it a little bit, but I probably don't feel the need to. But it still turns fairly decently. Let's move on to this one. This is a Moyu product. So this is a 3x3 shape mod, and ooh, yes, we got the transparent blue plastic. Alright, so this one is kind of easy to see how it's a 3x3. I mean, it's just kind of skewed in some weird way, but as you can see, on each face you kind of have this 3x3 grid pattern, and every piece is just shaped slightly differently. And so, let's see, if we can pop out a piece you can see the internals. Oh, I broke it. But as you can see, the internals are transparent blue plastic. That is so cool. I've actually solved a very similar puzzle. I don't mean a 3x3, but at a competition once, and it was a pretty fun solve. That looks like a pretty good scramble. I'm gonna go ahead and try to solve this. I'm just gonna start around this white face. Even with all these weird shapes, every center still has one color, every edge still has two colors, and every corner still has three colors. Even if the sticker is absolutely tiny, they still have three colors on them. Very interesting. Ooh, okay, so we do have to deal with the fact that the last center might not be twisted properly because it's not flat, but other than that, I guess that's the only thing we have to worry about. Okay, well that was definitely more challenging than I thought it was going to be. I think the thing you need to watch out for with this one is the center orientation. I said that it wasn't going to be a big deal because it only has one color on it, but you still need to worry about which direction it faces because it's not flat. It's kind of like on a diagonal angle. Very fun puzzle though, and I absolutely love this transparent blue plastic. It's so pretty. Alright, cube for you. I'm guessing this is a cuboid. Whoa, haha. Okay, so this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3x3x7 cubic version. Ooh, very springy. It turns actually almost better than the 3x3x5 that I have though. Ooh, that layer is a bit crunchy. I think it just needs to break in, honestly. The top and bottom layers, the skinny ones, actually turn fairly well. Alright, so I'm going to call that scrambled. We got most of the pieces separated here, and we scrambled it like a 3x3, so now all of these pieces are bandaged and you can't turn the little individual layers anymore. So this looks super cool. I'm not going to solve this one right now on camera because I don't remember the parity alg and it will probably take me a while, but I will put a time lapse in the video that you're watching right now. I do expect to know how to solve this puzzle because I can solve the 3x3x5. It's just basically the exact same thing but with an extra layer. So I don't really think it'll be much more of a struggle, just the fact that you need to solve more pieces. But either way, I mean, it turns fairly well. It's very loud because of the spring noise, and these tiny layers are making me a tiny bit nervous. But at the same time, it's a super cool puzzle, and I'm happy to be getting into more cuboids because I don't really have that many of them, and they're really fun to solve. Speaking of cuboids, this is the 3x3x5, except this one is different because it is the Fischer version made by Calvin's Puzzle. Color seems a bit weird. It's accurate, except I would have preferred the white to be on the top and bottom, and it's stickerless, so I can't change it. This turns very well. Wow. Okay. So I think you need to make sure the alignment is good, but once the alignment is good, it turns pretty well. You know, it sounds kind of rattly when I'm just shaking it, but at least the small layers move very well. Yeah, these move very well too. I think this one's definitely going to be more difficult to solve, even though I technically know how to solve a 3x3x5. This one will shapeshift in a different way than I'm used to. The cubic ones just bandage. They don't really shapeshift. But this one will, I guess, do both. It'll shapeshift and bandage. So now that I've scrambled a lot of these pieces here in the inner layers, we can scramble it like a 3x3. Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow. So now we can't move the outer layers anymore. We can only move the inner layers. And just like on the cubic puzzle, we need to solve the inner 3x3 first so we can unbandage the outer layers. Alright, I'm going to call that scrambled. It looks like a house, almost? I don't know. Very fancy, though. Once again, I'm going to do a time-lapse solve of this because I have no idea how long it's going to take me or if I'll be able to do it. Well, I'll be able to do it, but I don't know how long it's going to take me. I am very happily surprised with how well this thing turns. Alright, here's another shapeshifter. We have the 4x4 axis cube. This one is stickerless. This has frosted plastic too. Strange texture. I'm not used to that for a non-WCA puzzle, but very cool nonetheless. It turns very well. It's very smooth, actually. I'm a fan so far. I think this one is going to be very difficult to solve, actually. The cuts on this thing look absolutely crazy. I think this is going to be another time-lapse solve, but I am going to scramble it in this video. I feel like I've barely done any turns on this, but it's already just absolutely wild looking. Honestly, I'm going to call that scrambled though. I mean, it looks absolutely crazy. Wow. So this one is a super pretty puzzle. As you can see, it has some exposed hollow interior pieces. That doesn't really matter, obviously. I think it will contribute to a lighter feel, maybe. And it's already slightly on the heavy side for a twisty puzzle. But I'm really liking it. It feels kind of premium in your hands, you know? Alright, let's do the pineapple. I don't even know what this is. This is the most ridiculous looking thing I've ever seen. It doesn't really even look like a pineapple. Okay, so the top spins very well. Wow, okay. And the bottom, or maybe this is the top, this also spins incredibly well. These things spin by themselves. These things, okay, so these all spin. And there are 4 colors. You have pink, purple, yellow, and blue. They all spin. And then it looks like it turns down the middle. If I can align everything. Ooh, okay. Yeah, like that. And then we can spin these again. Like this. In like any direction. Okay. So let's do that and try another move. I think alignment on this puzzle is going to be a pain. Because everything spins so well. I never thought that turning very well would be an issue. But here, it's so hard to grip. Okay, I'm struggling to do a second turn. Okay, there we go. I got it now. Then I think it also turns in a way where we can scramble the top and the bottom. So, if we turn it like this, and make sure everything is aligned. Ooh, okay. Wait a minute. Can it stay like this? Can we interchange the top pieces with the side pieces? Let me do a half turn real quick. And keep going. I think you can because they all have 6. Oh, no way. That's crazy. So the top and bottom faces are just shaped differently just for aesthetic purposes, I think. Because all the pieces are shaped the same on the inside. They're all 6-piece sides, so they can all interchange with one another. As you can see, I've put a piece from the middle layer into the top layer, and a piece from the top layer into the middle layer. This looks absolutely crazy. Okay, this is so flimsy and floppy though. It's really hard to turn, but it's a super cool concept. I wish there was some sort of clicking mechanism or ball bearings in this. I'm going to scramble this further off camera and solve it off camera. I will do it, but for now, this is what we got. Last one in here. This is the Gigaminx. I thought I would save like the biggest one for last, but actually that pineapple was kind of a finale, honestly. So in typical ShengShou fashion, we have a set of extra stickers that has come in handy in the past when they fall off. Whew, very looby on the outside. Yikes. Okay. But it turns so much better than my MF8 one. No surprises there. But this is so great. I can finally fill in this gap in my collection. I have the 2x2, I guess, 2-layer. Obviously the Megaminx is the standard one. And then the 4-layer, this is the 5. And I have the 6 as well. So I have all the way from 2x2, or technically 1x1, all the way up through the 6x6 now. All in ShengShou. Very fancy. Maybe I'll have to do a relay. Okay, well, honestly, I'm just gonna scramble it because there's not too much to say, I guess. It turns amazingly. It's the best Gigaminx on the market. This is definitely going to need to be wiped down before I solve it because my hands are like sticky. So actually I'm kind of glad I opened this one last because it is really a mess. I'm going to call that scrambled. It looks really good. The shades on the ShengShou puzzles have never been that fantastic. They're always a bit dull, but at least they're easy to recognize. Alright, so these are all the puzzles that we got in today's Christmas unboxing, just a few weeks late. I want to give a huge thank you to my parents for getting me this random assortment of awesome puzzles for Christmas. And if you'd like to buy any of these puzzles, I'll leave links to all of them down in the description of this video so you can check them out on TheCubicle.com. And if you'd like to get 5% off of all your orders from TheCubicle.com, you can use the discount code LCC at checkout for 5% off. That's all for this video. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.